When astronomers have their eyes on a comet, the comet is called ISON. The comet mostly broke apart during its trip around the sun, but researchers now believe part of it may have survived. If I can get my lips to work. That was me slapping my face here. Senior meteorologist Jennifer Gray is here with more on some amazing pictures of this event. So what's going on? What happened?
Yeah, well, this thing is really cool. It's gotten science geeks like me just really jazzed up about it. And, you know, it took a trip around the sun yesterday, and now we're just crossing our fingers, really hoping that it survived. And we've been watching this thing for more than a year. It's been traveling for more than 4 million years. So,
which is incredible when you think about it.
Crazy. So we're really hoping that it survived, and it's huge. The nucleus of it is 3 to 4 miles across, and the tail is bigger or wider than Australia. So this thing is just gigantic.
Is
so
that why it's so unique? Because of the size of this monster?
Yeah, well, it's for many reasons. It's unique. They're calling it the Comet of the Century, and it is the brightest comet that we're supposed to see in the last 50 years. And we can learn so much about this. It's unique because it's called a sun grazer. It passed very close to the sun, 730,000 miles away from the sun yesterday. And so we can learn so much about the sun from this comet. But it's kind of ironic because it's made of ice. They call it a dirty snowball. And so passing...
It just kind of slingshots.
It just slingshots around. And so by passing so close to the sun, of course, it can melt it, break it apart. Yeah. And so now we're just hoping that something emerges. And some scientists say, yeah, I think we do see something. We just don't really know what. Some people are calling it the headless comet. It may just be debris from what's left of its slingshot journey around the sun. So.
And this is the other thing that's so fascinating. It came from the very edge of space.
The very edge.
That is just cool in itself. I know. I'm with you. I'm a science geek. Whatever it is. But this thought is that because it came so close to the sun, we could really have if some of it survives, we could have a really cool light show, like beginning of December, like the first or second week of December.
Yeah,
right?
the beginning of December. And what's cool about this, you know, a lot of times we have the solar eclipse and things like that. Well, if you have clouds in the sky, forget about it.
Yeah.
This is going to be around for most of the month of December. And so, you know, you'll have a shot to see it. And there's sort of a breakdown of where you are in the world and when you'll be able to see it around dawn and after sunrise for most of us here in the United States. And so we're just really hoping that it survives so we can see something at least.
So you are an astronomer? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Are you an astronomer or just a comet geek, a space geek?
I don't think, and for some reason, when you're in meteorology, you just love everything. You know, the sun kind of drives everything. So anything about space is just very cool.
I was just going to say that one of the things that fascinated me was just all the videos online as to how to see this, just because there are so many people who are fascinated about it. And so they're posting a lot of science geeks. I really like science too.
Yeah.
Raise my hand on that one.
Yeah.
They're just posting these videos online saying, here's how you can watch it. It's pretty fascinating.
Well, and the fact is, if you have the right camera too, you should be able to get a really good shot. I think photographers would really get excited about something like this.
And
too.
carrying ice that's so old. You
Dirty
know.
snowball.
I mean,
love
you know, will be able to give us a huge glimpse about what's out there in the solar system. And the fact that it's been traveling for so long that we'll be able to see it in our lifetime is really cool.